Hello everyone, Treecks here with part 4 of Metroid. We're at the start of the game now. That's a quick reference point for which we can start, because we're going to the first of our two generals now. Kraid, our first victim. Finally meeting some space pirates, because we've only been fighting the planet's wildlife for now. The reason I went all the way to the beginning, because as you can see, the second room in the game, the first room to the right from the beginning in Brinstar, is actually the place where you need to go. Kraid and Ridley both have their own little levels designed for them. First one being here, right at the beginning of the game. This scary statue indicating that Kraid is here. That's not what he looks like though, but still. We're in Brinstar Depths now. Brinstar Depths. Okay, first of all, missile door. This is the first missile door we meet that's not hiding an upgrade. And you pushed me out of the room. Thank you. Exactly what I wanted. Right, we start to meet side hoppers now. These things we see on the ceiling. Another famous Metroid enemy. This the reason we're going into this room first. There is a missile expansion here. If you would be so kind to let me out, thank you. I don't care about taking too many hits because there's an energy tank upcoming. I know there's one here in Brinstar Depths. Okay, we're going back to the main shaft now. And we're going down one floor. And once again going to the right. That's easy to remember. That's the reason I still know it. Even though I have like 14 different Metroid games in my head right now. Not even mentioning all the other games that are in my head. At least I think they are in my head. This is one thing I could remember. There's another fake wall here. Trying to cheat us out of our energy tank. Which is not easily gotten. Yeah, got it. Falling into the acid here is easy. Now we need to find a way back. Which, as you can see, is also not easy. Let's get rid of these stupid crabs. It's a dead end, so don't try to bother looking for another secret wall. Because there is none. Go away. Right, this is a dead end. Kind of remember this now. There's an exit higher up. At least there should be. There you are. Yeah. Mean little trick. Nintendo thinking they're funny. This is actually the way we came in as well. These things are very annoying. They don't hurt too much, but still. We're at 599 max health now. And getting hit while you're in the door is still unfair. Stupid NES games and their old programming. Not really complaining here, because I do appreciate the challenge it gives. Okay, these shriek bats are a little tougher than the ones we found in Brinstar. A little different color, but we have the wave beam now and we have the screw attack, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay. Well, you recognize the platforms by now. If you see platforms in this fashion, you know upgrade upcoming. Because you've noticed by now most of them are placed in this manner. Okay, let's continue left. There's multiple paths to take for the place we're going now. You can also reach it through the main shaft, going down there, but I'm continuing here. Going to the left shaft of Brinstar Depths, Kraid's Lair, what is also called. I'd like to call it Brinstar Depths. Another fake acid here. Drop all the way down. The door we passed earlier has nothing, so don't bother. That's also something that Kraid's Lair is known for. Brinstar Depths. It has a lot of empty rooms where there is absolutely nothing. But I know where they are. They've tricked me enough times for me to remember where they are. This is the path we need to take. Okay, another side hopper. These rooms are really similar, I know. Can't really help that. Okay, another missile expansion here. Once again, continuing on. I fell on the acid again. At least this one you can get out of. Like I said in Norfair earlier. There are a couple of pits in this game and even some in the second Metroid game. Nintendo didn't learn from their mistakes immediately, apparently. Where you can never get out of, that the jumps are just too high. And you're forced to kill yourself to get out. Give me some health. I'm gonna get hit again. I really hate when that happens. Alright. Technically we need to go right here, but as you can see that's unreachable. So we need to take one door higher. Maybe not. No, you can't go through here. I don't believe there's an... No, you cannot. Screw you. Literally. Screw you. Screw attack you. I can't screw attack here because the ceiling is too low. Thank you. Yeah, we need to go back. Watch me get lost here now, because I really don't remember where I need to go now. I'm in the main shaft, am I? Yeah, I can't freeze these guys, seriously? I need to take the long way. Yeah, I know where I am now. I was afraid I was lost, but I know where I am now. That's one of the downsides of this game, to be honest. There's no map here. No in-game map, so really... need to draw your own or take one from the internet or just memorize it like I'm trying to do. Take my advice, as you can see me doing. Do not think you can memorize the game map by yourself, because as you can see, I clearly am failing at that. At least at parts where I need it. But I think I know where I am. Just need to get one floor higher on the main shaft again. And this is the route we need to take for that. There's one more of these rooms and then we're back in the main shaft. Only one more floor up. The side hoppers are killing me because I'm unable to make contact with them with my screw attack. Yeah, all these boss areas, the Brinstar depths and also the Norfair depths, are quite annoying. As you can see, the enemies are a lot tougher here. Right, we're back, this time without falling off. There we go, that's what I wanted. Had to take that route twice, because I was an idiot and forgot to press the A button when I needed to jump. Because apparently Samus doesn't jump on herself. You need to press a button for that. If someone only told me sooner. Right. Getting low on health here, so need to be careful. I'm getting too reckless. One trick to make sure that these enemies don't get you while you're going through the doors, just leave their spoils behind, because they do not respawn if you leave those behind. And then you can safely enter your door. Okay, go one floor down. Stupid shriek bats. Getting a quick missile expansion here. Oh, didn't even see him. Okay. That's all we can do in this corridor. Now we need to get back to the easternmost shaft of Brinstar depths. And I believe we can go all the way down. Yeah, getting back up here is going to be hell, as you can see. Falling down from here gave a quick look-see of the platforming you need to do when you go back. Because, yeah, obviously you need to go back. Okay, no. Trying to aim upwards before I fell, but didn't work out. Now I could screw attack all these enemies, but I like shooting them as well. Even though I'm not particularly a fan of shooters. Yeah, I can safely enter. No, that's what you think. Need to make sure I'm full on missiles. Full on health isn't that much of an issue here. I do want to be full on missiles. Because the Kraid is through this door. Kraid usually doesn't kill me. But running out of missiles is another. Nah, 87 is enough. Just make sure. Yeah, now I can enter. That some stupid guy doesn't kill me while going through the door. Here we have Kraid. He's a little small in this game. He's a lot bigger in the future Metroids. It's something they thought up later. Getting hit here doesn't matter too much because there's an energy tank in this room. So my tactic for Kraid is just, as you can see, eat the damage. Trust in that if you just keep firing your missiles at him, he'll die before you die. Because as you can see, he took quite a number of hits out of me before he died. Here's where the energy tank is. You need to uncover it first. Then you obviously need to go through the door, as you saw me doing. There's no way you can get it without doing that first. Of course there is, I'm just an idiot. For some reason, dropping off the left wall here doesn't work. You, for some reason, don't go into the niche. Drop through the right one, or from the right one, and you will enter the niche as long as you hold right on your D-pad. Okay, that's all we can do for here. Like I said, Brinstar Depths, or Kraid's Lair, whatever you want to call it, is a lot bigger than this. However, it's mostly empty rooms with no upgrades, no route to take from there, only dead ends, stuff like that. So I could cut to the next section, however, I think I need to show off this room, because like I said earlier, it's quite hard to get out of here. So I'm going to show this off quickly, and I might cut the rest, because we're going straight to Ridley's Lair next. Norfair Depths, like I always call it. As you can see, it's not really that hard, at least the idea isn't. You need to break these blocks and then use the respawning of those blocks to get higher up, and then taking these breaks by using those solid blocks that you find on the left and right side of them. However, it is still hard because this is very easy to mess up. It's very precise jumping, so you need to be careful. It's quite easy to fall down from here. However, we have returned to the top of that shaft, thank God, because that part always dreads me. That's one of those things that when you start failing, you'll keep failing. Either you get it in one go, or you fail like it 20, 30 times and are busy climbing that shaft for half an hour. And even if that doesn't work, it's still not that big of a deal, because you might take your loss and just kill yourself. It's always a possibility, kill yourself. You always warp back to the entrance of this place. You get back to the elevator. Only downside is if you're like the situation I'm in right now. You have full energy tanks. That is something you waste. Because like I said earlier, if you die or save the game and return, you always start with 30 health and no energy tank, so you need to refill them. And that's always very annoying to do. That's the whole reason I'm not death warping back to the start. Because I think it's a waste to having to grind your life back to max all the way. Okay, grab some energy because I'm not full. Make sure you don't respawn before I enter the door. Okay, this little side track I took is required because, as you could see, the door we came out of when we came from the rightmost shaft is not possible to immediately climb the main shaft. You need to go around a little bit through the western rooms first before you have the ability to head back to the elevator. That's all we can do in this part. There's more rooms, but they're all empty. Or just loop each other, going nowhere. That's the good thing about having played this game before. I know where the empty rooms are and I know where the upgrades were and where Kraid is, so took care of that all. Next stop is Norfair. Right, entering Norfair once again. This time showing off where Ridley's lair is, in the Norfair depths. Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is whenever you kill one of the main bosses, this applies to both Kraid and Ridley. As you can see by my missile count, killing one of the bosses counts as a super uber duper missile expansion. I immediately upgraded my capacity by at least 60. I'm not sure what the exact number is, I believe it's even 70 or 75, but most of the missiles from the max number of missiles you can get in the game, which is 255 by the way, are gotten from defeating those bosses. So defeating Kraid has more than doubled my missile count. Okay, where do we need to go if we want to face Ridley? First of all, go to the rightmost shaft, the one which I'm in right now, and go all the way to the bottom. All the way. And enter the bottommost door. Staying on this route, because this is a one-way street, there's only one way to go, will take you to the elevator of Ridley's lair. Right, this room is pretty easy compared to what we've been doing so far. Heading down. And here we are. As you can see, there are two scary faces here right now, which is also an indication of that this is supposed to be the second of the bosses. Technically you can do them in any order, there's no reason not to do Ridley first and then go to Kraid. However, the game considers this the hard part, which is definitely correct in that. Right. I may cut this short a little bit, but I think this deserves to be started in its own episode, so I'm going to cut it here. Next time, we're going to Ridley